Your host, Mysticraven. All right, so I made a another necro, but I'm going to do a stream and I'm going to give out some advice for new players that are entering Elder Scrolls Online. Let's say you just got the game or you're thinking about buying the game. First off, if you're thinking about getting ESO, always get the newest chapter. Don't get the base game. If you buy the newest chapter, it'll come with the base game. That'll also give you access to all of the playable races. Now, very important here, though, and it's very, 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 very important that we go over this because you'll be race locked by alliances unless you get any race, any alliance. Okay? So, you want to get the any race, any alliance upgrade, which I think it's in upgrades. I wanted to say it was. Any race, any alliance. It should be around here. But yeah, make sure you get any race, any alliance if you want to play different races in different alliances. Very, very important. I can't stress this enough. Maybe it's under utilities. But you want to get any race, any alliance. I think it's in upgrades. But yeah, look for any race, any alliance. If you want additional character slots, you can get them later, but you don't need them initially. Okay? So usually what I suggest you do is if you get ESO Plus, which is a perk, you take that, then you unlock your additional character slots with that if you want additional character slots. Additional character slots are very, very important in this game because that helps you with your crafting writs, right? Pack mules, all that other stuff. All right. So digital Imperial Edition upgrade will give you the Imperial race. Imperial race is pretty good for tanks. Also, PvP, it could be a really, really good, upgrade. You can buy additional, packs if you wanted to, but you don't need any of that. Most of this is just stuff. Alliance change tokens. See, you'll get caught up buying these versus getting any race, any alliance. I'm telling you, for God's sake, get any race, any alliance. That's what you want. Don't get all this other stuff. Get any race, any alliance. Okay? Make sure you get that. So then you create all your tunes. You're only going to focus on one at a time. But you want to create all of your tunes. Why? For mount training. It's very, very important. So make sure you go ahead and you create all of the tunes that you want to play eventually, right? You think to yourself, okay, I want a tank eventually, I want a healer, I want, stamp DPS, mag DPS, and go down and you can, coordinate the race to the class, how you're going to play it. But it's just important that you at least get them all created so you can mount train them. Log in and just mount train every day. Okay? I'm just going to give you that advice. Heads up. Now, the next thing you're going to want to go ahead and do on your main tune, at least your main tune, is trait research. Start researching traits as soon as possible. Until you can do that, you want to find a master crafter to craft you beginning gear. And that's what we're doing right now. So, I'm going to start creating my tunes gear. Right now, it's only a level 3, but I'm going to push it up to a level 4. It doesn't matter what style. That's, you can nitpick if you want, but, it is what it is. The question of it is, what skill line are you going to level up? Now, I like leveling support classes initially. Why? Because they can get Qs, right? So, typically what I like to do is I like to go with, a sword and board. You can pick any one-handed weapon you want. But you want to make sure the trait that you're utilizing is training. All right. Now, a lot has changed. So sets like Night Mothers here is perfect, for a beginning set for leveling. Why? Because you're going to get Major Breach. So if you're out in the world and whatever, you get Major Breach, and you'll increase your DPS. It'll give you a critical rating. It's just a really nice standard training set to just level. So once I do that, I'm going to create it. At level 10, I'm going to unlock another weapon. Okay, but right now I'm just worried about this. Now, as far as gear, what I want to do is I want to level up all of the gear skill lines, because those play import factor as well. So I'll usually go 3, 2, and 2. Okay, so I'll usually do 2 heavy and then 3 and 3. So we got heavy chest here, which is really great. Once again, it's going to go training. We want to make sure everything is in training as much as possible, so we level up a lot faster. So we'll do the chest, and then we'll do the legs. Okay. Once those are done, we're going to go ahead and improve them. Now, I always suggest to go blue on your low level. You'll get a little bit more out of it. You can go higher if you want, but you're going to trash it anyways after a certain level. Oh, I forgot to do the other one, but that's fine. We'll get it. Okay, get the legs. All right, so I got those 2 pieces done. So then I'm going to go ahead and then I'm going to go to, I won't have a back bar weapon. I'm not worried about it. I can do the jewelry, but I'll do the jewelry in a minute. So basically I got a one-handed, I actually do need the shield though. So let's do that shield. Okay, so we're coming here. Once again, everything just stays the same. We go into the training. So that's going to be a 2 slot, and then so we have 3 pieces of this set. All right. Now, I need 2 more pieces. So we're going to come over here. Once again, we're just going to pick training for our trait. We already have a chest, so we're going to go with the boots. And then we'll go with the hands. Okay, so then there's our 5-piece set for our bonuses. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't need the 1 piece, so we only need 1 piece of this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and decon this. All right, so we got 2, 4, 5. We got 5 pieces of this set. Now, another set I like to use, because I'm usually using, I'll check the comments in a minute. I'm usually using class-based abilities first when I'm training. So I'm going to show you the secondary set I use when leveling. And then I'll go ahead with another crit set to bump up that critical value when you're low. Now, we're going to assume that you don't have CP. Okay? You don't have CP. So don't worry about it, but I'll get into it if you do have CP. But, and you're just making an alt tune. But let's assume you do not have CP. Now, once again, ESO Plus, this is where it comes in handy. But once again, you have to trait research, right? if you don't trait research, then you can't make these. You have to find a master crafter to make it for you. So the next set I'm going to go ahead and do is the one over here, because it adds to spell and weapon damage to your skill line for your class skills. All right. So this is a another set I love. I mean, I absolutely love this for leveling purposes. No, get off me, you stupid dog. Don't even have my food buff on too. And I'll go over food. What foods you want? Scaled food for sure. All right. So we have the weapons. So here we're going to go ahead and make the jewelry. Okay. Once again, we have innate axiom. All right. So this is really, really good. I love this set for leveling. God, I love this set for leveling. Now, there's no training. As you guys can see, there is no training. So what you want to do, you want it in your primary stat, whatever you're going to do for damage. So if you're going to be a mag tuned, arcane, if you're going to do stamp, robust, it helps at the lower levels. Don't worry about the other traits until you get up there in the other stuff, okay? Just disassociate that. So I'm going to need 2 rings. I'm going to need 1 neck. And I'd only suggest, if you're going to improve this, to green. Okay? You really don't want to... plating is really hard to come by as is. So you really don't want to waste your plating on leveling stuff. You really don't. So we have 3 pieces of now this set. Now we'll go back to the clothing station. Now we made the feet, so we're going to need hands. Once again, we're going to go with the training. And that's our 4th, and then now we have a 5th. Okay, so now we have these pieces. We're going to improve them. Once again, I go blue. And then we're going to go ahead and, after we're done, start creating all the glyphs. Okay, so the last set I love using, because remember, we're going to need critical rating for the Night Mothers, right? But let's just once again assume you don't have CP, so you're not going to get that extra critical bonus, right? You're a new player. Alright, now we're going to go, depending on wherever you're at located in the world, but if you come to Stonefall, I like to craft this set over here, and I'll show it to you. Now, if you have PC, you can get the add-on, and it'll tell you what crafting stations craft what. If you are on a console, that's on PC. If you're on a console, you just have to either look it up or memorize it. This is Night Mother's Gaze, I want to say, or something like that. Anyways, Alright. So we need a waist and feet. Yeah. So, night silence. Now I want to make these medium. Okay. So we're going to go ahead. That looks good. Actually got 4 pieces of light, but it's fine. We got the hands, we got the head, we got the legs, we got the shoulders. We need, what, the waist? Where's the waist? Hold on. Easy way to find out. Come in here. We need the waist. So, I'm just going to add stamina. And 4 pieces give you a critical. Actually, there's another set that gives you a critical. We can use hunting. So, let's go ahead and just scrap this. I'll do a fast travel to Rift again, and we'll go back to the huntings. So my bad. So we're going to use huntings, or if you're mag, Julianus. It'll give us stam though. But you definitely want anything, you know, that'll help you with the 2-piece. You're just going to use this as a 2-piece set. Alright, mark it. Julianus is locked behind a DLC. So once again, ESO Plus gives you access to everything in Tamriel. The chapters will give you access. So you want to get Blackwood. Alright. So, yeah, we'll get the critical rating. Perfect. I think we have the shoulders. No, we need the shoulders. One way to find out. Always check. Yeah, shoulders. Okay. So we're going to improve this. So hunting is just good for a 2-piece bonus. Because you're not going to have monster sets. And later on down the line you'll get a monster set. Or, you know, mythic or something. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and enchant everything. Now you won't have the passives unlocked. But as you unlock them, you'll get access to all of those bonuses too. So very important why you want to level up all of your different armor types. Because you're going to arrange builds constantly in this game. And you don't want to be caught off guard and saying, oh my gosh, I wish I would have leveled that. Because at end game, it becomes so much more difficult. Especially when you're not running what? Training. So now I like to craft everything near a bank or within a crafting area. Deshawn's good. Vivek is an amazing city for doing that. Blackwood is really good as well for, you know, got a bunch of crafting stations nearby. So now what I like to typically do is, you know, put health on 2 and then everything on my max, whatever, and then put recovery all on my jewelry. Recovery is going to be very important to you in the beginning until you learn how to sustain with heavy attacks. So you really want to take advantage of recovery. Okay. Now, I should have enough Jora, I'm wanting to say. Yeah. So we're going to use Jora. And Oko is the health. And then I usually will make these blue as well. I want 2 of these.
Jora, Oko, Denata.
Right? And then I'm going to have 5 left, so I want stamina. So I want 5 of these.
Jora, Deni, Denata.
And then I want 3 recovery. Oh, I gotta start using them so I can free up space. Okay. So I want 3 of these.
Jora, Denima, Denata.
And then what I like to typically do is go with, a health for my shield.
Jora, Oko, Denata.
And then I'll use a powered for my weapon.
Okori, Denata.
Now, if you need a little bit more sustain, you can put that on your weapon as well. Okay. So, come in here. Alright. And then on our weapon, and then our offhand, we'll have the health. Now, food. You're going to want something that scales, right? Now, you'll earn food in-game in pots by logging in daily, so don't buy anything. Just go to the vendor or ask somebody to make you like scalable food or something of that nature. It'll just come in. Now you got to remember everything costs you magicka initially, so I do recommend until you can get through a level to go with like a recovery food or something of the nature. Jewels of Misrule is really good for, recovering, especially when you're just trying to unmorph stuff. This is a really good food that going to give you recovery and give you more max health. Right, so we'll go ahead and make like 5 of these or something. Because why? Because all of my class-based abilities are going to start off magicka-based, right? Until I can level them, right? So then down the road, I'll switch out innate for another set. But innate and accent is really good for leveling, getting the most out of your class-based abilities as you're leveling. Now that we have everything, we bank it. Like if this is going to be an alt. Now if it's for you, somebody will just give it to you. But
if you're looking,
alright. You can use any type of scalable food that you want. So I'm just giving recommendations. But by all means, you want a scalable food. Alright. I know I didn't get that axe in there. Gotta get that axe in there. So whatever you're going to be leveling up as, like a support class, and I do recommend leveling up as a support class. Are cute. It'll be so much easier. Less headache. I mean, you might not keep them as that, or keep your tune as that. That's fine, but it's good for leveling. And then you are leveling your other weapon skill lines. So you'll need multiple weapons later down the road. There it is. Okay. And there's our chest. I think that's pretty much everything. I want to say it is. Alright. Now, you're going to log out. I'm going to log out. And, like, I always, like, make every tune. Like, if as soon as, like, I get on a new platform, I mass level tunes. That's all I do, is I mass level. Like, I mean, create them all. So I'll create every tune, and then I'll level one up at a time. Do the profit quest line. You definitely want to do that. It'll give you skill points, all this stuff. So as you can see, like, I have, like, every character slot I can do, I have unlocked. So I'm going to log on my newest tune. He's going to be slow. Very slow. Now you want to also start getting into low-level PvP. The reason you want to start getting into low-level PvP as soon as possible is you want your assault. You want those support lines. Why? Because it's going to give you a major gallop. That'll increase your speed on your mount tremendously. And it's just easier if you get it out of the way at a low level. Plus, if you do battlegrounds, the XP gain is really nice, and then you can also earn your AP. So I've already mount trained. I'm actually faster on my feet than on my mount currently. That's scary, but it's true. And then, of course, I'm just going to come over, and I'm going to grab the stuff from the bank that I just crafted. Now, once you start making gold, I'm going to show you that you want to start increasing your inventory space. Okay, so we're going to withdraw some currency. Let's just make it 100k. Okay, now I'm just going to type in night. That'll throw up. Now, I can't wear it yet. As you guys can see, I'm incapable of putting it on yet, but that's fine. Alright. You don't have to spell everything out, by the way. And then I'm going to go to miscellaneous or consumables. Now, if you start getting XP scrolls, I do recommend using them, but you want to use certain ones. Whatever they do, stack with the event. So we have an event that's going to give double XP, so you can take advantage of that. Okay, right there, you can earn different scrolls and stuff like that. My food. So there's my Jewels of Misrule. Alright, now we're going to go under slottables, and you'll see I got a fortified. So I'm just going to slot these items. And if you want to make potions or get potions, you can do that, but you'll earn some potions as you're leveling. So now that I have this unlocked, I can come over here, go to the Way Shrine. Davin's Watch is right open for 1 Tamriel. So I'm going to go ahead and redivert back to Stonefall, and I'm going to buy additional storage space. As you're getting gold, you want to pay attention to your bank capacity and your storage capacity. Bank capacity goes across the board for all of your tunes. Storage capacity only pertains to that one tune. So that's why you can use your alts as pack mules if you start filling up until you level them. But you definitely want to take your gold and level up your banking. And then you'll see the hooded figure. You'll get all sorts of little quest lines, all sorts of whatever. That's for the tutorial. And then I'm going to head over to Pack Merchant.
All my bags are genuine. All my bags are. 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 All my bags are.
Okay. So now we have a little bit better on the inventory than what we had in the beginning.
Do you know how long I've been looking?
Now, if you come over by the crate, you can start this little...
Greetings. If my benefit.
Okay. Oh, I gotta go to a different area. That's right. I'm Dominion on this. I don't think I've done this one on Dominion. We'll find it. So this will start your... You want to find the quest that says talk to the benefactor. Okay, so we're going to go Dominion. And then it's probably down here in Ardon. Yup. Nope. Once I level, then I can equip the gear. Now, I would recommend just putting all of your max points in whatever you're doing. So if you're going to be a stam tune, put it in the stam. If you're using stamina-based abilities. If you're going to be a magicka-based tune, put it in the magicka. Even if you're leveling up as a support class, you can glyph your gear for health or anything else. So you don't have to... You'll get a respec anyways. So try not to worry about it too much. But I'm so slow. I'm so slow.
Traveler, a moment of
Talk to the benefactor. I'm coming, benefactor. It's a trap. Well, he's on a ship. He's in a cargo hold. Well, why is he? Well, that's definitely not a good thing. What the? Oh, snap. Hey. Who's this in front of me? Why am I chained? Wait. Hey, who's that? What? Oh, I don't think so. Oh, what? Your soul is mine. I don't want to be next. No. Hey, what are you guys doing? Help me. Hey, get off me. Ugh. You definitely want to level this. There's a lot of opening quest lines in ESO, depending on your starting location. This one, you really do want to get out of the way.
Whoa there.
I really
Are you
cannot
all right?
stress this one enough.
The name's Lyris.
It gives you access to Gold Harbor, all sorts of stuff. Just do it.
You've still got some fight left in you. You're going to need it. Dead. Must have been the runt of the litter. Keep your weapon ready and stay sharp. This place is full of surprises.
Oh, I forgot to...
Keep moving. There are more Daedra on the way.
Okay. And then I can use a scroll.
Let's keep moving.
Now, I'll also show you a couple tricks in the options once we clear this. If you're on console.
Don't stop now. Keep moving. More guards are on the way.
Everybody always does this walkthroughs, but stat-wise, a lot of things have changed.
Let's get out of here, my friend. The Prophet.
The Prophet.
Greetings, resident. Like you, I am a prisoner in this place.
I'll show you,
You
Prophet.
must rescue me, and I, in turn, must rescue you.
Hold a moment. Come here. I need to... The Prophet. I'm sure you do. And I'll answer them as best I can.
I don't care.
We should keep
I
moving.
already know the story. Get used to like doing a light attack, then ability,
Well played, friend.
light attack,
Arcane's beard, you are good in a fight.
or heavy.
A
Just
god of
light
brutality
attacks.
knows of your escape.
Always between abilities.
Hurry.
You need to sustain to a heavy attack. Now note, if you have a stamina weapon, like anything besides staff, it's only going to give you stamina, even if you use magic abilities.
God of schemes
Right.
every part of
So you might be
Distract him.
told, use daggers, and then you weave, and you're like, where's my magicka? You ain't gonna get magicka, okay? You're not gonna get it. You need a staff for that. Heads up. So I always tell people, avoid content creators that are gonna like, you know, whatever. Because they'll tell you, get this gear and use these weapons, and that's fine and dandy. Until, guess what? You're like, I have no magicka. Like right now, I have no magicka. Now you'll notice I have each one, very important, one of each of my abilities slotted from each one, because I want to level each of these trees up. So it's important that I have one of each in my bar. Okay? I have no more skill points, but then whatever my main weapon is, I want to have one of those as well. Like sword and board or something, for example. But since I'm using a set with major breach, I'm not going to worry about it. About that, like the taunt
Come
or
get
something.
some more, you skeeving hawkers.
Alright.
Try to be inconspicuous. We just got free of this place. The last thing we
Like
need
for
is
example,
catch.
2 H's, you don't get a, you know, whatever. Alright. So that's done. So quick note, another
Quickly,
quick note.
while he's blinded, we
So
must get
you're
to
going to
the
go to
Prophet's cell.
options. You're going to go under gameplay. You want to find the one that says quick cast ground abilities. Put it on. Next option, combats. I always show my ability bar. You can use these if you want, that's optional. I always show my attributes. I always show resources. I do number and percentages. And then I have my ulti on. Then I scroll down, and then I always show my buffs and debuffs. And that's what you'll look like when you're done. Oh yeah, I forgot to go over here first. And then talk to Cadwell. Yeah.
You will never escape my realm.
Hermamora's wagging tongue. The door's warded. We'll never get in this way.
Yeah, whatever, Lyris. Just keep up.
Cadwell sees.
One fine day in the middle of the night,
I don't want to.
2 dead kings. Hello. Best
Yeah,
of luck.
yeah, great, excellent.
Cadwell seems to think this undercroft is a delightful place. Probably means it's a death trap. Better be careful.
And if you get a chance, use Soul Assault in PvP. They love it. People love Soul Assault in PvP. If anybody tells you it's toxic, they're lying. So as soon as you get Soul Assault unlocked, make sure you use it as frequently as possible. I guess I don't even need, well, my 2H is leveling up anyways, that's a good sign. Okay.
Who taught that one to fight? The god of self-punishment?
Okay, so we just leveled up. Now we get to pick up pants or whatever we want. That's great. Now, once I get that, going back into stamina. Now, I can equip gear. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. Find out. Okay. What? Now you see we got one hand and shield skill line. So now we have 5 of our innate Anaxium. We have 5 of our Night Mothers. And we don't have a waist yet. Why ain't I got a waist? I don't have shoulders. Bullshit.
That might have been a fair fight, if there were 3 of you.
Maybe I don't have the gear? We could have finished. We'll get it. It might be in my bank. Might have forgotten it.
This is the part where you bleed to death.
Really? Alright. I'm getting discombobulated.
Sorry, did that hurt? It looked painful. The Prophet's cage should be just ahead. Quickly now, we haven't much time.
Yeah. definitely. I'm here, Prophet.
All right. The good news is we made it here in one piece, and the Prophet looks unharmed.
At least we have the 5 and 8.
It's going to be up to you.
And we
to
have
keep
the
him
5
safe and
Night
get him
Mother.
back to Tamriel. I'm not going with you. There's a trick. Once it's
Maybe I
done,
didn't get the hunting. Oh. Oh, yeah. Poor Lyris.
Freedom! Thank the That is what I've come
Yeah.
Up
Whatever.
the stairs quickly. We must get to the anchor mooring.
The future holds.
The mortal thinks it can defy me. Futile. Soon your world will be in my chains.
Come, I will protect you.
I doubt that. Nah, it was awesome protection.
Shard of Aetherius, fall upon us now and anoint us with your blessing.
Yeah, anoint me.
There, quickly. Collect the Sky Shard. Great Akatosh, dragon god of time, I require your strength. Let the way be opened. Let these wandering souls return home. Let the will of Molag Bal be denied. Hurry! We must go now!
No. Didn't I die? I've been resurrected. And they'll throw you in the newbie zone of whatever area. Don't worry, we won't stick around. You can do it.
As I feared. I cannot foresee that.
Now we get soul magic.
You must find your... Indeed.
Okay, so as you're doing this quest line, see we opened up the light armor, right? That's good. So, and then we'll open up the other ones as we're leveling. But just switch out gear. A really good one is for, you want to get the Prodigy, definitely concentration. You want to take advantage of these. Then at a certain level, you'll unlock your racial passive, things like that. Now, we got 2 points left. We got sword and board. The more you have on a bar, the faster you'll level it. Okay? So, we are going to be doing a tank. So, I will have this. It will apply the major breach. So does my set. My set's just an AoE version. If I want to put down AoE and it crits, but this applies it. If I didn't want to use sword and board and I wanted to stay with the axe, then I would, not have the major breach. But this is a single target. Okay, so heads up. That's why I like the set. And then we get one more. And then, being a tank, I like to go ahead and level up like bone armor. Something like that. And then, of course, everything else when I get the morphs. And of course, we'll get the 1 right here. And we're typically good to go. So there you guys have it. Let's see. Well, we'll go back to the bank. To the bank. To the bank. Alright. I don't have my phone, so I can't check out the comments. It's on the charger. Anyways. It's probably because I just don't have the gear. Anyways, you really want to go ahead and just have fun. If, like, no matter what you do, get crafted, get training. You can rearrange different things. I like to build, like, if I'm running a mag, I'll use something like maybe innate Julianos, right? Or, you know, whatever. But I always want to make sure it's in training, right? That's important. Having each one of your class, each one of these abilities slotted from your class line, important. Leveling, creating all your tunes for mount training daily, important. Your main storylines, important. The worst thing you could do in Elder Scrolls, trying to rush it. Do not do that. Do not try to rush this game. You will get there. I promise. I promise you. You will. Enjoy the game. Learn the mechanics. That's, you know, as best as possible. Learn the lore if you want. I mean, whatever. Let's find out. Nope, I didn't. That's why I didn't have it. Bad Mystic. Now we do. So now we got that extra critical rating. Now, one last thing. Important. No matter where you're at, you're going to need a Mundus, right? I recommend going with the Thief if you're going to have a crit build like this, right? Just in the lower levels, if you're going to tank, just remember you need resistance. You need to be able to block, right? You can be like this little crit build if you can just taunt and block. That's it. You don't need to like make this beast mode tank for leveling purposes. You don't. Just taunt and block. Basics. The most simplest of things will get you the furthest down the road. You don't have to be a fake tank with no taunt or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to come over to the ship.
What do you want?
So I'm going to go get my Mundus on my slow dude. So I want to talk.
In the mood for a little.
No. Till they say I want to go to Ebonheart Pack. Go ahead and take me to the Rift. Actually need to go to East March, but you're only going to get 2 options. But from here, I talk to another person. They're going to take me to East March. Okay. There's East March.
I can fit you.
We go to East March. Once again, if you're on a PC, you'll have an add-on. It'll show you where all the Munduses are. If you're on a console, you have to look them up. But we are a crit build, so yay. Now I could switch out, like, you know, Night Mothers if I want to. And look, I just leveled up again. I'm just, look at that. It's just awesome. Once again, I'm just going to put everything into stamina. Now, Death Scythe can be morphed. So now I can come in, and now we can morph stuff. Now I can take this morph, or I can take the one that does the heal. But I'm going to be stamina, remember? So I want to level up what? Stamina based abilities. Under Gravelord, I can come over here, and now what? I got Venomous Skull. So now I have 2 stam abilities. With a slow mount. Oh my. This is what a noob feels like. Now at level, I want to say 10, I'll be able to queue for Battlegrounds. And I just need that, like, 1 passive. Now, you're going to want to level up Assault and Support anyways. Especially if you're going to need abilities like Caltrops or, you know, Barrier. If you're going to be healing or something like that. So, when I open up the map and I scroll out, I'm basically going to be making my way down here. It's a long haul. On a level 1 mount. I keep thinking, why am I even on this thing? Pick up the way shrines along the way. It helps. So when you come back. Now the Christmas event's going to be coming here. The new life event, I mean. Not Christmas, the new life event. That'll be starting in a week and a half. 2 weeks. Somewhere around there. It's about a 2-week event. Double XP. Take advantage of it. Especially if you're new. Drink the mead. The mead is good. It does all sorts of wonderful stuff. Don't get distracted. You'll see ore. You'll see stuff. Do not get distracted with that stuff when you're like just on a mission. This game will try to distract you. Like, oh, look, here's a mushroom. You should pick it. Here's ore. You should do it. You know, please don't do that right away. You will. You'll need to. But, like, if you're going to harvest, take time to do harvesting. If you're going to level, take time to level. If you're going to take time to do story, do story. Whatever you're going to set out to do, make that your priority, right? Because your time is limited. You want to spend your time doing what you're setting yourself out to do. If you get distracted, then you're never accomplishing what you're setting out to do. You're getting, you know, pulled in all sorts of different directions. Here's our next way shrine. Oh, and the Mundus is nearby. Oh, hurry. Go, go, go. Now, when you kill undead, you'll be leveling your Fighter's Guild. Mage's Guild, you need to pick up books. And then there's our lovely Mundus waiting for us. Saying, come, get me. I'll make you more powerful than ever before. And now we have a critical rating of 27. Yippity skippity. Okay, that'll go up as you level up and unlock champion points. Now, if you start doing champion points, right, you're going to have a lot more perks, right? Like, for example, I'm really slow on this mount, right? But let's say I have limited. The only thing I want to go ahead and do is level to the bare minimum. Until we can get to mount speed. And then you're saying, oh my god, thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Then we can take Steed's Blessing, things like that. And then we're like, oh, I'm running out of stamina. And we could take things like this. And then we come down here and we're like, oh, yo, man, I really don't. It's okay. It's all good. Get a little bit of pen. Get a little bit of this stuff. Get the passives. Yay. And you're like, yo, man, you know, I didn't want you. Get off that. Now, Come in here. And now you got a critical. Right? And then we're going to be like tanky on this build, right? So we definitely want to pick up these passives. Now, you want to get a house, you want to get an armory. Alright? So, you don't need to buy a house. You'll get this little thing that'll allow you to get your armory initially. So, just a heads up. I'm still going to take critical because my set's based on critical. But everything else, we're going to reduce damage while we're whatever. Not a lot of damage over time in beginning stuff, but you know, we'll take it. Now, we can also build up health, reduce stamina, cost, things like that. Here. And we're like, yo man, I need more health. I ain't got a, you know, I definitely don't have armor. So let's take some more health. Let's take some armor. Let's reduce some block cost, shall we? So, there's bash. Okay, increase the amount of damage you can block. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Definitely want to take these things. Anything passive, we grab it. Under crowd control? I don't think so. Brace. Slowly block, attack at 15% chance health. Reduces your movement speed. So you can take like stuff like this. Definitely I'm not interested in that one. You can also do one for, you know, your health recovery, your shields, things like that. Okay. Roll dodge. Take the reduction costs. Oh, and break freeze. Definitely. Alright. Trying to see. Nah, under crowd control effect? No. Flip. I don't like these. I wish they'd redo some of these ones to be lightweight with you. Movement speed by 2%? Yeah, that's pretty good. Wait. Major expeditions, whatever. They really need to redo some of this stuff. Anyways, as soon as you get it, come out. And now we're faster, stronger. And now we're up to 28% crit. Yay. Heavy attacks, once again, restore whatever weapon. You have a staff, you're going to restore magicka. Doesn't matter with staff, resto, flame, frost, whatever. Do a heavy attack with sword, board, any type of weapon, even a bow. It's stamina based. Okay? And there you guys have it. Mystics Initiation TSO 2021. Said and done. Welcome to ESO. Have fun. It'll be a blast, I promise. Now, like I said, AoEs. Okay. So, anytime I do a critical AoE, right? If it's critical, it applies major breach to all targets, not single targets. Right? Kind of important. That's why I have the scythe. So it's like, okay, yeah, I could sit here and keep poking everything one by one, you know, with my taunt. And that's important on a boss to have a taunt. But if I want to breach everything, now I just have to do my scythe. Whatever it critically damages, boom. Everything's going to get applied. Once I level up and I get to 10, I'll get a back bar, or, you know, I'll get a secondary weapon. I'll get a primary weapon, secondary weapon, you know, front bar, back bar. Okay? And then once I level up 2, I can come over here, talk to the PvP dudes, and then we can level up assault and support. Okay. There you guys have it. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I'm Mysticraven. This is Mystics MMOs. Peace.